What changes are coming for small business owners on Facebook as a result of all the trouble that Facebook has been in lately? If you watch the news, you probably have seen that Facebook has been in a lot of hot water lately. They have been in trouble by doing some controversial things. So, what exactly does it mean for the small business owner? So there's one big change and there's one big takeaway that I want to talk about. It's pretty complex and intricate, so I want to keep everything as simple as possible, not talking jargon, but talking plain English. So basically, the big change is that Facebook is going to be phasing out third-party data. They're not going to be allowing advertisers to use third-party data for targeting options. So what the heck does that mean, third-party data? Third-party data basically means that, let me even back up by saying that if you're doing advertising and marketing on Facebook, you're probably aware that you're able to do different targeting options like different demographics, for instance, age, gender, the household income of somebody, their career, where they went to school. Basically, any information that people put into their profile is the different types of things that you can target, and that's what makes Facebook different. Facebook has banner ads, just like anybody else has banner ads, but Facebook can say, hey, people make their profile, they put in all this data, and then you can do your banner ads based off of the type of person that you want to advertise to, based on those demographics. So years ago, Facebook started partnering up with different data companies that are out there that are essentially selling data to Facebook. Bunch of different companies, lots of different companies that most of you have never even heard of before. So Facebook has been partnering up with these other companies to bring better targeting options to help advertisers make more money. Majority of these targeting options, a majority of the data is based off of browsing history. It's based off of you've looked at this service before, you've looked at this product before. For instance, just to give you an example, like AutoTrader might be an example. You go on AutoTrader and you're looking at a Ford truck, you're looking at a GM truck, you're looking at a Toyota truck. So you have an interest in trucks. You have a browsing history of looking at trucks. So basically, the third-party data, Facebook is one website, but Facebook partners up with all these other companies that give them data for other browsing history for other websites. So for instance, a data company could say like, hey, we have all this dealership type data to supply you with. So here's some data. Here's data of this person who's been looking at trucks. So for advertisers that sell trucks, they go, oh, I can advertise to people with a browsing history of somebody who's looked for a truck before. I can advertise, maybe I want to advertise to somebody who have looked at Ford cars and exclusively they've been looking at different Ford cars, and I sell Ford cars, and that's who I want to advertise to. So because of this third-party data, Facebook is able to offer more detailed options on the targeting. They offer not just banner ads, but they offer banner ads to people that have a history of being on all these different websites looking for all these particular things. Could be a browsing history of somebody going to certain types of restaurants, somebody that goes on a lot of steakhouse websites. Could be somebody that has an interest in traveling. Could be somebody that has an interest in ski resorts. Could be somebody that has an interest in skiing. Could be somebody going on skiing blogs looking how to ski. So if you're an advertiser, you want to be able to advertise to people that have a travel interest, people that travel a lot. If you are a company that sells ski supplies, it would be nice to advertise to people that have a history of looking at skiing related stuff, skiing related content. If you're selling actual skis and other types of equipment related to that, other accessories, you want to be able to advertise to those people. So Facebook has been nice because they don't just sell data of demographics within their website, but they partner with all these other companies to get better data of hey, here's all these people and here's all these different types of websites that they have been on. So now Facebook is doing away with that, and it's a really big blow for the company, because that's what makes Facebook unique. Facebook is unique because they have all this data. Now that they're just sticking within the data of their website, it's a huge blow because their advertising becomes less valuable. And essentially what that means is advertisers make less money. I mean, that's really the bottom line to look at. If you're looking at your return on investment and you're spending $100 a month on Facebook, or you're having us Custom Wave spend $100 a month, what it essentially means is, because of this loss of data, it means that you're not going to make as much money off of the advertising with Facebook. So it's bad for business. It's for anybody that markets or advertises on Facebook, it hurts a little bit, especially for companies out there that use this data to do better targeting and better advertising. But this is just the beginning of the battle, in my opinion, in terms of what consumers are going to be okay with privacy wise. I would imagine that the vast majority of people out there in the mainstream consumers, customers, have no clue all the data that us advertisers and us marketers are able to get our hands on. And once they're able to figure it out, that it's not just Facebook, but it's Google, it's Bing and Yahoo, all the companies that are out there that collect data in various ways. It's going to be up to the consumers to figure out, what they're okay with. So this is really just the beginning, I think. People are, and it has to do with banner ads, and it doesn't have to do with search engines. It doesn't have to do, somebody goes to Google, they do a search. There's no problem there. There's no controversy there. There's no big battle that's going to happen over that. Somebody does a search, they do a search, there's no problem. Somebody does a search willingly and Google spits out a bunch of advertisers, no problem. So this just has to do with banner ads. It has to do with the future of banner ads that are out there on various websites. If you're doing a random banner ad, it's probably not going to do as well, but if you do a banner ad based on targeting, based off of demographical targeting, the banner ad is going to do better. It's going to be more valuable. So at least for banner ads, this is going to be a big thing to really look at for branding and for trying to find a place outside of the search engines to do advertising for, to try and get more customers. So it's going to be a really important thing to keep an eye on for.